Aloha. Well, once again, hey everybody. Let's see who we got. We got Hot Prog, we got Stitchy Girl, we got Donna, we got Cajun Kev, Joseph. Aloha, everyone. And the one idiot in the room, Mr. You just prove every day what a total idiot you really are. And don't block him. If he comes in here, guys, don't block him. Hey, Patricia. Hey, Cobra John. Aloha. Savannah, aloha. You know, because him making those remarks just shows that he's nothing. He's no one. He tries and tries. And if he thinks he's going to push my button, not going to happen. Hold on. I'm having connection issues. Can you guys hear me? Do we need to go back out? Yeah, okay. Let me know if for some reason my internet doesn't seem very stable right now. So okay, there it goes. All right. I just have to turn off all my other connections, so it's all good. But yeah, you know, hey Jackie Blue, aloha. It just shows what an insensitive idiot he really is. Lottie, stop. I'll address him in a minute. The reason for the sad day, my stepsister passed away. And the cause, they think the family will get a report probably the first of next week. Is she went in to have Botox or some type of non-surgical enhancements on her face. I'm not quite sure what that was. When she got home, she said she wasn't feeling well. And her daughter tried to call her the next day, no answer. So she went over, and unfortunately, she found her mom propped up in bed with her laptop on her lap, gone. And they're thinking that it has something to do with the procedure that she had. That's why I am so happy in my own skin. I don't need enhancements, but you know, she lived in LA. She lived in Long Beach. You know, you got to keep up. You got to try to stay as young as you can. You know, and that's kind of the mindset in that part of California, the world. It's really sad that her daughter had to find her like that. And it's really sad that she didn't have anybody there at the house with her, you know, that I don't think anybody probably would have known. She actually just looked like she was sleeping. Thank you, Cobra John. Thanks, everybody. So, you know, that stuff like that's scary. That's why I have it in place, because I live alone, that I talk to somebody every day. And we check on each other and, you know, make sure that, you know, what's up and, you know, such and such. Because I would sure hate to have somebody find me if I'm dead a week or 2 weeks later. No, it's just, Yuck. And then we have the asshole of the hour. Thank you, Cindy. Thanks, everybody. Even though I hadn't seen her in probably 20 years, we weren't that close. She was older than me and just a stepsister. But even so, you know, family's still family. We were the Brady Bunch, his 3 and mom's 3. So, you know, it is what it is. And in talking to my brother, you know, we all kind of came to the same conclusion as, you know, if we were to go, that would be the way. Just go to sleep and just never wake up, you know. Thanks, Janelle. And I kind of agree, you know. I'm 60 years old now, and you know, I'm looking at the second half of my life. So, but I have measures in place because I am here with no family. That if something was to happen to me, somebody has an envelope with things that should be done and directives and yada yada. So thank you, Patricia. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, it's hard, and it's even harder because, you know, we can't get together for a proper, I don't even want to say funeral, because my family we just don't do funerals. I think that's kind of a thing of the past. We do memorials. Really, you're gonna do this now? I'm on here 5 minutes and now you want to go out? Good grief. All right, hold on. My 4-legged friend decided he was sound asleep when I started. Come here. It's wet. It's raining. You're not gonna like it. Told you. Okay, let's lighten up the mood here a little bit. Hey, Ace, aloha. Hey, Chicago. So let's lighten the mood here a little bit. Let's get into a little, I don't even want to say it. The idiot of the hour. Hey, Donna, aloha. Oh, he went live earlier? Yeah, he's in Chicago. Joni was in somebody's side chat yesterday, I think it was. And she said that they're probably done with, because when he doesn't get something that he wants, he throws a fit. So, you know, you can almost see him in a temper tantrum. I like the little short guy with the diaper on and the sombrero with the baby bottle. You know, I can just see him Wah, wah, wah. Bobo is on G's? What? No. Really? Okay. That piqued my curiosity. Now I gotta look.
I didn't say you were lying.
I don't see him.
Days ago, 3 days ago, 4 days ago. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's not saying nothing now. How he kicked out Mandy from his shit.
All right, I don't want to listen to that. Well, I did not expect that. Anyway, back to the idiot hour. Thanks everybody for your condolences and prayers. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't think he was. Yeah, it Cindy, oh, never mind. I'm not even going to go there. He was on earlier. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's kind of surprising though. Oh, right, Janelle. There you go. Once again, I'm never going on YouTube again. Blah, blah, blah. You know. But let's get back to the elephant in the room. Or should I say the skid mark in the room. You know, if you got something to come at me, don't say my name, just show the proof. You know, if you got something to step to me, come in here and do it. Like you chicken shit, you did it before I went live. Where are you now? Oh, Marky Poo? And your buddy Pete, by the way. And speaking of, I want to quote something from Pete, whoever Pete may be. And I wish Lisa Lynn was around because this kind of has something to do with her a little bit. Yeah. Quote from Pete. I quote, because Mrs. Terry loves him and their relationship isn't really anybody's business because Mrs. Terry has not said that Mark beats her, unlike Lisa, who said that Christopher raped her. Huh, Pete? You want to back that up? Because I got a screenshot of it, sweetheart. Let's go on what she has to say. Mrs. Terry didn't say that Mark beats her. Colleen Aloha is the one pushing that. Really? When have I ever said that Mark beats his wife? I said he's unkind to her. I've said that, you know, he's probably a bigger asshole when the volume's muted or he's not filming. But yeah, and I'm going to share this with Lisa Lynn. I think she needs to know the kind of shit that Pete is putting out there. So who's the liar, Pete? Who's the liar? Oh, no wonder you're over there with Marky Poo. You're all a bunch of hacks. But there's one even better. If I can find it. So, another quote from Pete. Colleen Aloha knows shit about the relationship. Exactly. I don't know nothing about the relationship. All I know is what they've shared. And that's all any of us know. And if they don't want their business out there, don't share it. It is simple as that. If you don't want people talking about your marital issues, don't put it out on YouTube. Hello? The only reason people are talking about it is because Marx put it out there. Simple, simple, simple. But I'm not done yet. You guys are believing some shit that somebody else made up. Oh, Kettle, are you calling yourself black? Imagine that. Calling somebody a liar when you're lying yourself. Oh, that's glory. Right? Yeah, Pete, you're a piece of work. You know, and the question going around, who is Pete? Because apparently Pete won't return people's calls and won't answer their phone when they're called. Hmm? Who are you, Pete? Are you somebody we all know if we heard your voice? Well, Stitching Girl, that's the $64,000 question. I'm beginning to think, well, let me put this. It uses her icon, the icon is a black and white picture of a female. Now, whether or not that's a real picture, who knows? But it is known that you probably aren't who you say you are. And you're running around different side chats, blah, 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 spinning your truth. But is it truth? No, I call you out on it. Pete? Pete? Or is it PD? Or is it repeat? Is it Pete and repeat? Could be.
Dan Snyder's had her things in her ass.
Is Lisa up there?
Dan Snyder, somebody just raided her ass.
Anyway. Right, Savannah? Or will Pete come out as a male? God, who knows? You know anymore? Who knows? Because half the people here are portraying the opposite of what they really are. Oh, Pete's Noodles girl. Girl. Right. Well, Donna, that's it. He's been verbally abusive, you know? And that's all I've ever said. I've never said that he beats his wife. Not me. Apparently that's Pete who's spinning that story. But if somebody wants to find where I've said something like that or put in a side chat that by all means, bring it on. Please. Because if you do find it, which you won't because it never was said, you know, I'll own up to it. But until then, You don't mean shit. Anyway. No, exactly, Donna. No. And, you know, Marky Poo, Skid Marky Poo, you know, kind of the same thing there. By all means, bring the receipts. I would love to have to say, oh, I'm sorry, I lied. But that'll never happen because, for one thing, I don't have a reason to lie. I don't lie. Because the truth is far more interesting than any lie. You know, just saying. My opinion, allegedly. You know. And what's the Lick Nation? I don't know what that is. Let's see. Let me set this up so I can read this. I can't read it that far away. Should address Mrs. T comment. Oh, well, there he is, the Skid Mark himself. I'm a loser? That's funny. I'm retired at 50 years old and I live in Hawaii. What's your problem? Oh, yeah, that's right. You're nothing. Nobody ever will be. Who's the loser? No, I might be a bitch, but I'm not dumb. Go ahead, restream me. I don't give a shit. I don't care. And if you think that restreaming is going to hurt my feelings, go ahead. I don't care. Because your little friend, your little Pete friend, she's one, or he, whoever the case may be, Pete, repeat, that's the one who's spinning the tails. That's the one who's talking about your dirty laundry. Shall I read you one of her comments? I will anyway. Why? Because I can. Let's see. And I quote from Pete. Because Mrs. Terry loves him and their relationship isn't really anybody's business, because Mrs. Terry has not said that Mark beats her. Okay. Unlike Lisa, who said that Christopher raped her. What? Where'd that come from? Oh, right. That's your friend, Mark. That's the one who's supposed to be in your corner. That's the one who's talking shit about you. And if you don't want people to know your marital business, keep it off of YouTube, you dumbass. What, Carlos? Yeah, king of all things. There's you and a few other people. Oh, I can be dumb sometimes, but I'm not an idiot. I'm a dork. Oh, hey, Carlos. Roboting. Let me back out. Let me come back in. I'm having a problem. Hold on. All right, that should be better now. I just scared Carlos. Sorry. Mark's gone again? Well, whatever. He's a dumbass. There you go, Don. I would absolutely, totally believe that. Yep, I sure would. Wow, what is wrong with my internet? Jeez, I can't get my router. It's closed. Right me. Oh, that's right. Okay. My hardware again. Anyway, let's see. Hey, Jody, aloha. Who is Mark? Another lion scamming dumbass, liar, wannabe. More like an elbow than anything. Narcissistic. And just an all-around asshole. E-beggar, there you go. There's one. I'm still roboting. All right, hold on. If this doesn't work, I'll start another stream, but let me Okay, I think I'm back. Testing, testing. Okay, I think I'm back. Yep, I am. All right. Yeah, it's so weird. I can reboot once and it won't come up, and then I have to reboot again. I have to shut it down and start, which I should probably do more than once, a couple every weeks. Oops. Okay, the dork in me came out. All right. Yeah. Again. It must be. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Well, there's all of us around here that have a lot of loss in our families, and you know, it's just rough. And it's still saying it's. Yeah, and I hope my router isn't going bad. Because it's sitting right next. I guess I could hardline it in, but I don't want to have to do that. I don't really love to it either. But so anyway, guess who went live? Somebody's butt hurt. Get out your butt cream. Oh.
Congratulations, Coach. You are joined the likes of. I think you're the only one terminated right now. What a loser.
Wow.
I don't think so.
That's real smart to sit there and smoking a joint when you don't have it on
It is now. Here you go.
On adult rating. What? Hey, dumbass.
Come on up. How you doing?
Oh my God, you've got to be kidding.
What's going on? Great. How are you this evening?
I'm doing alright. Do I need to?
Come on up. How you doing, Lauren?
Do I need to like close it out on the TV probably?
Great. How are you this evening? I think you're.
Good Lord.
Do I need to like close it out on the TV probably?
I think you need to mute your YouTube side, Mara. Please. Now let's see what we got.
Oh
How
my
you doing?
God! How do you?
Oh my God, you've got to be kidding. I don't even want to say who's on there. Really? Nope, he didn't set it to adult. Nope. Well, yeah, he started with Lindy, and that was probably one of the stupidest things he could have ever done. I mean, I'm pretty harmless, you know. I'll just call him an asshole. You know, Lindy, on the other hand, she'll come with receipts and bills and whatever else needs to be done. You know, I'm just a little fish. I'm not the queen of boy or nothing like that. Kev, you know who that is? I do. Oh, we've got people watching over here. We got lurkers. If anybody says I'm a liar, show me where. Please. She was one of Elbo's little muses. That's Laura's Hope. Well, Carlos, apparently he didn't take your advice. Thanks, Tracy. Yeah, all of us are, I mean, a lot of loss going around, but yeah. Right, Cindy? Good grief. And I'm harmless, Carlos. I mean, shoot, you know, I'm the only person I've really never doxed anybody. I just shared photos of Elbow throwing his nasty shit-filled Walmart bags in a ditch, you know. But hey. Well, Carlos, that's the sad part, that, you know, he triggers himself just like Elbow would trigger himself. And Rich Life triggers himself. You know, all these guys who can't take the heat are all on YouTube, and they all have issues. It's like, you know, maybe YouTube isn't for you then. If people get to you and get under your skin, maybe this isn't a place for you. Well, comedy, humor, entertainment, you know, whatever it is, you know. Oh, Stitching Girl, you've got to be kidding. Oh my God. Criticize me, I don't care. You know, you can say anything to me you want because you don't know me, so you hold no power. Your words don't mean anything. Well, Carlos, you're the one who's bringing all these people together. You're the one going out and finding these kind of challenged people. And they get over in the Boyd, and, you know, they think they got game, and they don't got nothing. Well, Carlos, you bring them all together. I mean, you're the wild card. You're the one who goes out and finds these people and then brings them here. You know, you throw them to the wolves. And there's some of them that you know, are challenged, and probably this isn't the best place for them. So there's that. Oh, I'm sure she's talking about me.
That's all it was. Right.
Dolores Hope giving him marital advice. Now that's rich. Ha! And she said I hated her. I don't hate her. I actually tried to help her when Elvis did his bullshit to her. But if that's what she wants to think, well, then that's what she can think. You know? I don't hate anybody. I just call the fools out for what they are. Fools. Yeah, Carlos, I think that you're probably right about that. I mean, because you're the one that brought us, who was it? Lord King, or Dragon Lord Frodo. Good God, what a train wreck. Who's that other Mark guy? Mark, oh, the way his computer set up or his camera, it shows his whole room. Who is that guy? Yep, truth is not hate. Mark Wilson, yes, another one, courtesy of Carlos Martinez. Lisa Linlin, Edward Hubbard, Mark Terry. I mean, you brought them all, you know, and this is, and I will say that I lurked for, I would say a good 6 months before I ever really, I was in a couple of side chats, but my first foray into the Boyd was I got up on Rosie's panel and trashed Elbow for the first time. And that was back in, God, what was that, back in 2016, 2017? It was way before he did the truck driving one. So, but yeah, I knew what I was getting into. Oh my God. A new one? You mean he had an old one? 2017? Yeah. Yeah, that's back when I think that's when Rosie went and oh my God, who was it? Jimmy Swaggart? She did it down in Texas. Jimmy Swaggart probably rolling. Oh, I'm not even gonna say it. I can't say it. Well, Carlos, it's really not fair to them, is it? I mean, if somebody is kind of naive and slow, but I guess the Boyd's gotten so diverse now. Everybody thinks they're Boyd. I mean, somebody's been around for 2 weeks. Oh, I'm Boyd. No, if you don't know the history of it and where it originated and what it started out as, no, you're not Boyd. I don't even consider myself Boyd, and I know the history, and I know the early game players, you know, and people may say, well, you're Boyd now, and I get, you know, I cut my teeth on it. Yeah, I mean, I got a strike. I guess if you get a strike from Elbow, I guess that makes you your honorary member, you know. Yeah, and I just don't know where you find him, man. How much time how do you find him? Oh, it's in Baton Rouge? Okay. Yeah, exactly, Ace. Exactly. And if you don't know who Drury is either, or Jeff, or who are the one they were talking about today? Francis, you know, and a bunch of them. But how do you search for him, Carlos? I'm curious. Oh, evil. I think Mark asked him, what do you think this is? I think he said it's entertainment, like a skit. There are characters, but this place is quoting Melton John. Well, you know, Carlos, here's the problem though. Is somebody may start out playing a character, but eventually the character morphs into the person. And the character kind of fades away, and the real person and their real thoughts and their real feelings come out. So when they think they're still playing a character, but they're playing themselves, that's where the lines are blurred a little bit. That's where they get confused, because then they want to go real life, and it's like, it's only YouTube. Why are you spending so much time and energy on somebody else? I mean, I come on here when I have something to say. Yeah, I've come on a couple times in the last week or two. Yeah, I've had something to say. But I have a life. I go to the beach probably every other day. Hey, Jan, aloha. This place is crazy. It is. And if you're not suited to taking a jab now and then, or being called out on your bullshit, this isn't the place for you. I mean, it chews up people and spits them out. And you find them cowering in a corner in a fetal position, going, banging their head on the wall. I mean, there's a few that need to go in the padded room lately. Feel bad for who? You got to be a little more specific than that, Carlos. If I don't know if he knows. Who is he? I mean, I think it's funny when Elbow wanted to start calling me Hawaiian heifer. I think that's hilarious. I mean, if you've ever seen a Hawaiian cow, they're very, very happy. I mean, look at the view they have. Yeah, Jan's boy. Yeah. Mark? Which Mark? We've been talking about two different ones. Skid Mark or Mark Wilson? Because Mark Wilson really doesn't need to be on here. I mean, you guys toy with him an awful lot. Let's see. Look at what happened to Bergs. He was almost going to go into the hospital or something when someone decided to go real on him. Okay, Carlos. No, okay. Well, Bergs might need to be hospitalized. If he's got all these issues, diabetes, undiagnosed, asthma, undiagnosed, alcoholism, diagnosed, yeah, he might need to take some time off at YouTube. There's no room for a little guy anymore. Well, Bergs, Bergs, you're just dumb anymore. You don't make content. You can't sing. You can't play. Another one of these people that think they're the shit and they live in their mother's basement or in their garage. I mean, come on. Yes, she is pure class. Yes, she is. And makes wonderful content. So I wonder if Rich Life knows that Pete is accusing him of raping Lisa. Because I have the screenshot, He has a BMI of 55. I thought the most hilarious thing I'd seen in a while was him telling somebody, "Oh, you need a skull. You need a skull," and pulling his hair back. And Mom walks out and looks at it, starts saying, so he mutes it and he's going, like pushing, like waving him off, go, go, go. And then and then right back into it. But we've also heard Bergs be very unkind to his mother too, which in my book, that was the end for me. You're a piece of shit after that. You don't talk to an elder. He always, "You're my elder." Well, Bergs, your parents are your elder, and you should treat them with a little more respect than screaming in the basement at 2 a.m. Just an observation, my opinion, allegedly. Uh-oh. Lottie's going to bark in a minute. I hear that Pigs is outside. Got to say it low because he's in his kennel asleep. Oh my gosh. I just get a text from somebody that says, "Laura's plowed and psychoanalyzing Mark." Oh God, there's a screenshot for you. Oh my gosh. Why he calls himself 55? No. Do you? I mean, I can think. I mean, is that his waist size? Is that his height? Is that his BMI? Could that be his what do they call that test? Okay, now I'm having a brain fart. And is that his IQ? Oh yes, his IQ. Oh, brilliant. Yes. Cindy. We all come up with that, don't we? I think we've spoken. Oh, is A1C? Oh my gosh, no. He doesn't even know what A1C is, and he claims to be a diabetic. Please, if you don't take insulin and you don't watch what you eat, you're not a diabetic. You maybe want to say that because you may think you are, but if you were a diabetic, you would know. You would be under a doctor's care. If not, and the way that he partakes in the alcoholic beverages, which in itself is very detrimental to diabetics, that would be the first thing your doctor would tell you to do is no more drinking. But then again, it's Bergs, so there's that. Good grief. Yep, sure does. Yep. Alcohol turns to sugar. Yep, yepers. Well, let's just see what Elbow had to say.
So, how's everybody doing? Just a quick hangout here.
Just a quick hangout here. Let me guess.
I have some cereal here.
Always having cereal.
Pretty good on YouTube. Thought I'd come on here. The only two nut jobs on the bottom of YouTube drama that are on right now are G Mangos and Bergs.
And not you? Oh, poor baby. Nobody wants to play with Elbow anymore.
What's going on, Ramirez? I don't know who you are. But looks like Hosey's not going on live as much as he used to.
Oh, talking about Rosie.
Pushing her cinematic stuff, which is pretty boring.
Really? That's content, though. Something you know nothing about.
Hosey's cinematic stuff is pretty boring. The stuff she did on Fort Bragg.
He can't strike. He doesn't have a channel.
She can't even break 1,000 views on her junk. So her stuff is boring. G Mango's has got the same old panel. He's getting between 200 to 250 on his shows.
Oh, poor Elbow.
Gerald is a nut job.
Oh.
Living off his parents' money, getting money from Amscott.
Oh.
Hasn't worked since the fall, summer of 2020.
Jelly much?
What's going on, Mike? What's going on, David?
Jelly?
And G Mangos is the same people.
Hey, Jackie. Aloha.
Real Street News is in a war with G Mangos, and I think he's in a witty widow. I don't really follow the Smart Terry guy. People keep on talking about him, but I don't see any content. I don't see any rants they're putting out on Mark Terry. He's putting out.
No, because he privates all his videos.
Really a good show going on. Maybe he's not running anything good.
Like you used to?
The bottom of YouTube really sucks. The parody makers are pretty gone.
Well, he's tried that on me, Stitching Girl, and it won't work.
Coachisms with the wrestling stuff. It's okay, but
here, I'll do this.
I don't know. I don't really watch it, to be honest with you. I've been watching a lot of other channels on YouTube that are good channels. I'll tell you the channels that I've been watching, guys. I've been watching Kara and Nate, Kara and Nate. They travel the world. They're friends with Drew Binsky.
Actually, that's a little bit better speed.
Kara and Nate are a very nice, sweet couple. I think they're from Nashville, and now they're in a Sprinter van. I've been enjoying watching their content.
It's the only way I could watch him. Double speed.
I've been watching. I haven't watched any of the Bob Wells stuff. I don't watch Nomadic Fanatic. I've been watching Just Incredible a little bit. It's kind of interesting setting up his off-grid living in Canada. So he's not really a consistent YouTuber like he used to be. What's going on, Matt? I like watching these other channels that talk about the world and what they think about different places. World According to Briggs, Nick Johnson. I saw the interview with Trump. That was pretty
75 views.
I like Alex Jones from Prison Planet, but for some reason, whenever I try to go to his website and I play the player, the buffers and doesn't play. I don't like Alex Jones. Accountability. Because it documents everything. Think about it. It's a surveillance society. You take for what you want to.
Blah, blah, blah.
So, I'm not for communism. I'm not for big government. Communism, socialism, and big government getting into people's lives.
No, but he wants the government to support you.
And cameras and stuff like that, so hold people accountable for. So, whether you're a police officer, so anyway, I just thought I'd just pop on here real quick and.
I'll pop on here real quick.
What's going on with the community?
Nicole, I will turn them off just for you, my dear. I know how you so enjoy listening to him. Oh. I was talking about poop bags. Oh God. I don't think he can strike. He doesn't have it. He may say he has a channel, but that's not where it was broadcast. He doesn't have ownership to it. It's not on their platform. And not only that, he's never copyrighted his name, his likeness. And all you have to do is say, no, I was doing a commentary over it, fair use. And that's the icon for this channel, is the fair use statement. So, but he says he's superior because he believes he is proper in pooping. That was God. What? God, the way God made us. Well, he also likes to wipe his ass with lava rock too, but hey, there's that. I mean, who wants to take toilet etiquette 101 from somebody who wears a diaper and shits in Walmart bags anyway? Just saying, just an observation. Ouch. Yeah. Well, when he's in the forest preserves, it's pine cones. Most parts of a pine tree are edible, and in a pinch, a pine cone might be his new friend. Oh, I just said that, didn't I? I'm sorry. Hey, LaDonna, aloha. He wants addresses? Who wants it? Oh, well, see, he thought he was going to get that from me when he struck me, and I fought it and I won. I don't have a street address. Well, Nicole, I did live in a van. Well, it was a mini Winnie, and we had indoor plumbing. It had a toilet and a shower. Did that for a year here on the island. Traveled all over the island for a year, living in a mini Winnie. It was wonderful. But when that year was up, I was really, really glad to have indoor plumbing, running water, a refrigerator, a stove, a tub I could soak in. I was really glad to get off the road. And about a year was about my limit. And it's out of my system now. I don't feel the need to do it again. But yeah, the mini Winnie, there's actually a picture on my Instagram that's also calling Aloha, or Aloha calling, I'm not sure which. And we painted it red, gold, and green, the colors of our original flag here for the islands. Jackie Blue, that's right. Ding, 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 ding. And then and because we got off the road, I was able to adopt Waddy, and I'm very comfortable. I live in a small place now, but it's mine. I don't have to share it with anybody else but the dog, so I'm all right with that. So how are you doing are you almost done with school, Nicole? You should be. It's like, well, maybe another month or two. I don't know when college is going on there. And are you guys still locked down? I'm writing to the Queen. You are banned from my country. Oh, okay, June-ish. Well, my brother has postponed moving to Wimbledon. They actually bought a house in South Carolina, and they sold their house in Virginia, And I guess they're gonna have them both. The flat in Wimbledon, when they want to go visit, they have some place to stay, and then have the house in South Carolina, which, well, I'm gonna have to go to both coasts now when I come back to the mainland. So I just may, I can't even believe I just thought that. I may rent an RV and travel, from one coast to the other. Oh, good grief. I can't believe I just said that. Anyway. Oh, yeah, it was fun. It really was. And that's my truck sitting in front of it. So we had the RV and we had my truck to go, to town and do things, when we needed to. And we would just park the van at the beach. I know, Cajun Kev. I know. I can't. I almost had to stop myself, but I didn't. I know. Trust me, if I did, it would definitely have a toilet in it. Okay. Oy. Yeah, but I get so tired driving because my back, I just can't travel like I used to. Of course, I've not traveled over 200 miles in one trip since I lived here, because once you go 200 miles, you're on the way back home again. By cheap hoopty, I mean, I could see renting a minivan and doing it. But I mean, if I do that, I'm going to have to take like a month. And I don't know if I wanted to. I mean, because the month I was going to spend last year was going to be all in California. But now it's going to be California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, and South Carolina. So, West Virginia, aloha. Doris from West Virginia, aloha. I've got a cheap hoopty right now. And I'm really proud of myself. It's been a month and I haven't had to spend any more money fixing it. Jeez, I added up all the receipts. Oh my God, I don't even want to tell you the money I spent on it. Oosh. Good grief. That's one bucket list there, Tracy. Oh, good grief. Yeah, hoopty. Yeah. Wait. It's so funny here because people have to have their vehicles inspected every year. But there are some here that do the sovereign citizen stuff and will drive around in cars with no tags on them. And I just think, oh, you just want to be stopped and pulled over, don't you? And heaven forbid if you have a warrant for yourself, but yeah, Nicole, my stepsister passed away. She had some procedures done on her face without anesthesia. My thinking is Botox, fillers, maybe something like that. The next morning, her daughter tried to call her with no answer, so she went over to see, if she was okay. And she was propped up in bed with the laptop on her lap and gone. They don't know why, but the speculation is it had something to do with the procedure, quotation marks, procedure. That's why I'm so happy. I'm just glad I'm fine with my own skin. But she lived in LA, you know, and when you're getting older in LA, and I know I'm not going to say what her profession is, but you have to, you know, look good. And, you know, you're getting older and you got to fill in those cracks and crevices. That's the dangers of it all, you know. It's scary. It really is. To think that something so benign as, you know, having a little work done can kill you. But I was on a 3-way call with my brother and my aunt, and we all kind of agreed that if we had to go, that's the way we want it. Peaceful and go to sleep and just gone. Keeping up appearances, exactly. I'm retired. I live in Hawaii. I don't care if I have a wrinkle on my face. I don't care if I have sun damage, which I always wear a hat anyway, but you know, it's scary that and there's really not any. She was always a vegetarian and always kind of the hippie chick, and you know, tried to do all the right things, but I guess sometimes doing the right things isn't enough. You know, she has a couple of grandkids too, and we've all had so much loss lately. You know, it's what she's going to drop next, because we haven't had any real stuff except our parents, you know, which they were in their 80s and 90s. So, yeah, I guess, just walking off that curb. You never know when that bus is coming. It is, Nicole. It's scary. That's why I said it's scary. You know, we all think it's going to be the virus that's going to get us. You know, and people are not going to the doctor because that's where the virus is. You know, sick people go to the doctor. I'm not sick, kind of thing. Well, Jackie, a lot of it is the fear of, well, the people that need to make decisions for me when I'm gone know what I want. And I can say, yes, they do. Because I have an advance directive, and I have not a will, but because I don't have enough assets to worry about it. But, you know, my wishes are cremate me and throw me back with the fishes. Can you do a reaction to Venetic Wolf Elbows rant on G? Yeah, I'd have to go back and do it, but oh, he was on G's? He did a live himself. He was on G's panel? I mean, oh, yeah. I don't know. Maybe I will. I don't know. Straight. I'm waiting till it's all over. Yeah, I have to go the end of the month because some of the medication I'm on has to be checked. So I have to go at the end of the month. But I haven't been to the doctor in, geez, I think it was January of last year that I went. So it's been 16, 17 months. And I'm supposed to go every 6 months. to at least have blood tests done. But yeah, I know our kids still do need us, you know. Yeah, it's, I don't know, maybe I'm okay with it because I have my ducks in a row. And I did all that when I first got here because I'm here alone. I don't have any family members here. I have a lot of friends, but no family members. And you know, my best friend has an envelope with instructions and things in it. So things can be done if need to be remotely. I mean, my daughter lives in Texas and everything. And even the more reason I did it was because I was riding motorcycles and I didn't want to put the burden on my daughter to have to make decisions if something happened to me. And that was because I love them enough not to have them to have to go through that. And it's bad enough she takes care of her dad, whose health is really bad. He's had leukemia for 20 years and, you know, and all the other stuff that he's going through, and she's going to have to deal with that. I don't want her to have to worry about dealing with me. I'm going to send you a DM, Ace, here in a minute when I'm done here. On that. Because I have a theory. Yeah, that's exactly what I have, Nicole, too. You know, take me on my last ride on the motorcycle and then go throw me to the fishes. That's all I ask. You know, I don't want to leave a footprint. All my vehicle will be donated to kidney cars here in Hawaii, who make donations for the Kidney Foundation. And because that's one of the things I always donate to and support. And Waddy, well, hopefully, you know, I don't have to worry about that, but he'll be taken care of too. So, well then, Jackie, that's what you need to do then. If it's worrying you, you need to talk it out. And you also need to talk it out with your kids, you know, so they know. Oh, Boris just went live? Okay. Well, I'm about ready. I haven't even eaten dinner yet, so. Yeah, we just lost one of our elders to one of the Ali'i Motorcycle Club. We don't know if he had a heart attack or a stroke when he was riding, and he came to a curve and just kept going straight and lost him in a lava field, you know. And you know, it is what it is. I just don't. My fear is always fire and drowning. So that's where my head gets spinning. So, all right, everybody, thank you all for coming in. Thank you for your thoughts and prayers. And mine go out to all of you also who may be facing the same thing. I know a lot of us have recently, which is sad, but you know, it's just it's life. It's going to happen to all of us. It's just a matter of when and how. So everybody have a nice weekend. If I don't come, hopefully I won't have anything more to say this week. You know, that's probably not going to happen though. So thanks everybody. And until next time, aloha.